subscribe, it's a vibe, ayy. Come subscribe it all the time, it's a vibe, ayy. With Kesharronrae. Come subscribe today.
What's up, YouTube? This your girl Kesharronrae, and I'm back with another story time. So, y'all, this story time already off rip was gonna be 2 parts because the second part I just found this shit out this year. This year, I just found this shit out, and it's like, it's crazy how they say. I've heard this before. It's like everything that's done in the dark comes to the light. You can't hide nothing. It don't matter how many years it doesn't matter how many years ago it happened. You gonna find out about that. Okay, and I surely did. Even though it's a situation I don't care about, you know what I'm saying? It's still like, damn, you know. Damn. But anyway, we're gonna get right into the story time. But before we do, make sure that y'all do the following: like, comment, and subscribe. Heavy on the subscribe. Because y'all's watching my videos and stuff like that, but y'all not subscribing. Like, am I not what you're looking for? I mean, come on. Get a part of the game. We just trying to, we just doing us. We just having fun over here. Anyway, y'all, we're going to get right into the story time. So, this is a story time about the time this guy I was talking to ghosted me. And he wanted me. How you gonna ghost me and you was chasing me? That's where I'm stuck at. That's what I'm not understanding. But without further ado, here we go. So, in 2013, I had just graduated high school. I wasn't 18 yet because we graduated in May and my birthday's in June. As I keep telling y'all all the time, because I'm hoping that y'all would, do something for your girl, because June's coming up. And, I'm about to be 28 years old, you know what I'm saying? So let's keep that in mind. June 13th. Okay? Let's keep that in mind. Anyway, so I was 17 years old, and of course I did not have a car yet. I was just a walking bitch. So one day I was walking to go hang out with this guy. And what gets me is that back then, like, I could not stand when a guy would pull up on you and be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Whatever. Don't pull up on me. Please don't. I don't know what it was. I just did not fuck with that. I did not like guys pulling up on me. I really did not like that. I just did not. So one particular day, I'm walking, like I said, to go hang out with this other guy, and this truck pulls up. I can tell that the truck's about to stop to me because I can hear it slow it down behind me. So I'm already preparing what the fuck I'm about to say. So the guy pulls up. And I don't really look at the guy much, I just, make it nice and fast. He's like,
hey, how you doing?
I'm like, fine. And he's like,
you got a boyfriend or anything like that? And
I'm like, I'm dealing with somebody right now. The whole time I wasn't. I thought that would make him leave, but it didn't. And so he was like, oh, well, when you're done dealing with him, you can call me, because I'm sure that, I'm gonna wait around for you, or some shit he said that was real fucking corny. And he was like, can I have your number? I was like, no. He was like, dang, I can't have your number? No, you can't. You can't have my number. I don't want to talk to you. Mind you, like I said, I don't know. I really did not get a good look at this guy, because I just was not. He done pissed me off already, pulling up on me while I'm walking. I did not like that. So he ends up going off whatever he was doing, and I ended up going hang out with the guy I was going to hang out with anyway. And so after that, a couple months go by, and it's cold. It's back cold outside, so I'm assuming it was like September. So me and my friends, we were getting ready to walk to Walmart. And back in 2013, we had Friendlies right next door to Walmart. So we're walking by Friendlies or whatever, and I happened to look in the window, and I see this guy, and he was light-skinned with dreads or whatever. And I was like, oh, he's cute. Who's that? And everybody's like, oh, well, why don't you go in there and talk to him? No, I never shoot my shot. No. Only time I ever shot my shot is with Marlon. I did not shoot my shot with nobody else before him. And that's it. I was like, I'm not going to shoot my shot. If he wants me, he will find me. The Lord will make it to where he finds me. Because I am not going to shoot my shot with this guy. So we go Walmart. We do whatever we're doing. Okay. So then, at the same time, I'm working at McDonald's too. I think I started working at McDonald's when I was 19. So I'm working at McDonald's, and then they're letting us know, like, hey, we got a new guy coming in or whatever. I don't care. As long as they're not asking me to train nobody, I don't care what y'all got going on. Kesharronrae came to do her job and go the hell home. And that's it. That's all I came to do. So, when the guy, I worked in the back drive-thru. I'm taking orders. And we were kind of slow this night. So when we were, didn't have no cars or whatever, I would go walk up to the front and just hang out with everybody in the front. And I see the guy getting trained or whatever, but at the time I didn't know that it was Snoopy. He walks up to me and he's like, he talked real slow too.
Hey, how you doing?
I was like, hi.
What, you gonna act like you don't remember me?
I don't know who you are, sir. I don't know who you are. He was like,
I'm Snoopy. Remember I tried to holler at you a couple months ago and you basically just spit in my face?
I said, don't do that. I don't spit in people's face. I just kindly let you know that I was not interested. I did not spit in your face, sir. So anyway, everybody wanted a piece of Snoopy. Like, I really could not understand. I'm not that type of person. Like, that groupie behavior, I'm so glad. Lord, I thank you for my mother. Because she didn't raise no whore. But everybody that was working around that time wanted a piece of Snoopy. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, he was not that cute. He was not that cute. Of course, back then I thought he was. But now that I'm older and I've seen him, it ain't much going on. So I don't really understand what everybody, I guess because it was a new guy around or whatever. And you know how girls get when new guys come around, they start getting all hot and bothered. I didn't care. I did not care. So anyway, everybody was just trying to shoot their shot with him and stuff like that or whatever. And I kept going on about my day. So he came in the back drive-thru one day, walking real slow because everything he did was slow. And he came to the back drive-thru one day and was like,
hey, can I get your number now?
And I was like, why do you want to talk to me if I'm not giving you the time of day? Like, what is it? Like, why do you want to talk to me so bad? He was like, because I like the fact that you're not throwing yourself at me like all these other girls are. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. But I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I don't want to talk. I'm not looking for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So he did not let that go. Like, he kept trying. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, how the fuck you gonna end up ghosting me? And you was trying to get me. You were trying to get me. What? So anyway, one day, you know how it is. You're 18 years old and your mom is like, look, you do this or you can get out my house, this, that, and the third or whatever. And at this time, I was really rebellious because I just felt like I'm 18 years old now. I don't have to listen to y'all. Yeah, I'm living in y'all house, but I don't got to listen to y'all. And that's how I felt. And so one day, me and my mom had got into an argument or something like that. And I just was crying at work. And so he had offered to give me a ride home. But I couldn't go in the house at that time because my mom's like, look, you coming at 12 or you stay where you at. And so because me and him were out so long, I ended up having to stay where I was at. But anyway, I ended up going to my friend's house and staying over there. But anyway, so he takes me to like this park or whatever. And so we go sit out there and we're just talking and we're having a real good conversation or whatever. And I was like, this guy really is cool or whatever. He really is cool. So, I mean, at that point, I was like, I think I'm in love at this point. Not really in love, but you know, the butterflies started kicking in. I was like, okay, I think I actually like him or whatever. So I might go ahead and give this a try or whatever. So anyway, the first thing he did that was like, ew, is he went to kiss me. And when he did, oh my God, I'm sorry. He separated. Oh, it was a string of,
Ew, what the hell?
it was a string of spit. Oh God, you bastard. I was like, yo. So that's the first thing, you don't know how to kiss. That's nasty. What is all this mess? Oh my God. Anyway, so we didn't kiss more after that, believe it or not. And we talked for about a year. I did not kiss him anymore after that. He didn't care either. He didn't ask about no damn kiss. So we didn't kiss him more. I was like, thank God for that because I can't do the kissing. I can't. So anyway, that night got so intense or whatever. Of course, we went back to his house and then we had relations. Boom. And that was not good at all. And y'all might say, because my best friend Ingrid gets me all the time. She's like, why does it matter? Like, she's like, no, she'll say to me, like, girl, how can you F with a guy that has a small penis? And I said, well, I'm not all about sex. I actually like the person. And if I'm going into something, it's because I actually like the person or whatever. And that's what kept me dealing with him. So after that, we considered ourselves dating. And so, mind you, like I said, we're both working at McDonald's together. So, you know, it was cool. So it's like we would spend the night with each other. He would take me home and then we would go to work, whatever. And the job started catching on that we was dating and stuff. So they like, for instance, like we had requested off for a Valentine's Day night, right? And they declined both of our requests because they knew we was gonna be together. And me and him was the main closers. Y'all better find somebody else to close. That don't make no damn sense. Anyway, so me and Snoopy's relationship was really cool. And I think the reason why I was so like stuck on him and so happy to be with him and stuff is because I was fresh out of high school and stuff. And he had a car. He was 21. He had a job and everything like that or whatever. So he would spoil me and stuff. And he would pick me up and take me places. I never been in a relationship like that before. Actually, I never been in a relationship for real like that anyway. So, like I said, I was 18. Like I just got out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I was just stuck on the fact that, you know, I was talking to somebody that was in that situation. He would come and pick me up and then I would go spend the night with him. Or he would be like, hey, I'm going to take you out to do this, take you out to do that, or this and third. We had a good time. Until this one Valentine's Day, he had fell asleep at the damn table. But whatever. It is what it is. But he used to take me to the gym and stuff like that. So, like, it was cool. It was something I wasn't used to. And now that I'm older, we didn't do much. But it was just something that I never did before, being an 18-year-old girl. So, it gets to a point where, like, I met the family and everything like that. Everything was cool. Everything was copacetic. Now, I can't say that he was on the good list on my side because it's not that my people didn't like him. It's just the fact that, first of all, my mom gonna crack a joke on you if it's necessary. So you got to be correct when you come to my mother. My dad, he told me straight up, he said, look, I'm not meeting no niggas that you bring around here because you're going to have a new nigga in the next 2 weeks. So I'm not going to keep meeting a whole bunch of niggas until you find the one that you really want to be with. And that's just that. And I was like, Lord Jesus, how do we know that this ain't going to work out? How do we know? And my siblings, I don't know. I don't know what to say about them. My Tez, she hung with us because Snoopy had a little brother. And so, you know, they kind of hung out too, but that was really it. It wasn't really nothing like that. I didn't introduce them to, like, my cousins and stuff like that. It never was none of that. It was just a secret little, not even a secret. It was just a little relationship that I was going through at the time just because it was just new. It was fresh or whatever. So, like I said, the relationship was great. We had good times. Grandmom used to cook for me. Dad was a cool guy. I mean, they used to always make sure I had, even though I was 18, shouldn't been drinking, they would give me like my little wine coolers and stuff like that. It was cool. Oh my God, Ruby Tuesdays used to make the chicken parmesan exactly how I loved it. And when Snoopy would come pick me up, he would have the chicken parmesan and a Pepsi every time. That was it. That was it for me. I was like, yeah, this is it. I love chicken parmesan. I love it. And I love Pepsi. Yes. It was perfect. So, when my birthday had came around, I had turned 19. I ended up getting my license. And so I had let him know. I was like, Snoopy, I got my license. He was like, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. This, that, and the third, whatever. But I noticed a difference in his attitude. Like, he started, like, slowly backing off. And I could not understand, like, what was going on because our relationship was, like, it was A1. Like, it was no Snoopy without Kesharronrae, no Kesharronrae without Snoopy. That's just what it was. It was like that. And so I was like, well, what? Why are you acting so weird? This and third. He was like, I'm not acting weird, you know, this, that, and the third, whatever. I think what had happened was, right, because he had went to Atlanta. He had asked if I would go. And at the time, I asked my mom because, you know, I don't know. I mean, I was 18, but I was fresh 18. So I don't know. But I asked my mom, like, hey, is it okay if I go to Atlanta with Snoopy? And she was like, I don't think so. You don't know him like that. We don't know him, yada, yada, yada. And I think that turned him off because of my, he wants me to travel with him and shit like that. Because after that, like, that's when he started acting real weird or whatever. And so one day I went to text him, no response. Text him, no response. Text him, no response. Call him, no response. Nothing. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting nothing. This went on for months. I was like, what the hell? Like, what happened? Like, What, like, we were just cool. We were just talking. I was just with you. Like, what happened? I got no explanation. I didn't know nothing. He, like, fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, it was bad. And I know what y'all about to say because I got into my stalker mode. I started going past his house and shit. Oh, I think that's him in the window. Okay, Cole. He ain't answer the phone. I'm like, oh my God, he really done with me. What did I do? Like, I'm crying. I'm upset. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? This went on for a whole year. It went on for a whole year. And I was so depressed and so hurt. I did not understand. I was like, why is he not fucking with me anymore? What did I do? So come to find out, he had a homeboy. I forgot his real name. I called him Kenny. So I was giving out fake names back then. I called him Kenny, so that's what I'm calling him now. And I had ended up getting up with Kenny because I lost track of Kenny too. And he had came across my Facebook, like people you may know or some shit. And I was like, oh my shit, that's Kenny. Oh my shit.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I said, oh my God, that's Kenny. So I messaged Kenny. I was like, hey, what's up? And he was like, hey girl, how you doing? I'm good. Like, what's up with your friend? I ain't seen your friend in like 6 months. Like, what's up? And then he let me know. He was like, you know, I'll talk to Snoopy and see what's going on or whatever. I miss seeing y'all together, this, that, and the third. Why I ain't hear from him for another 6 months? Oh, so you ghost me too. So anyway, he ended up messaging me, y'all, like 6 months later after that. So by now, like I said, it was a whole year that I have not talked to Snoopy. He was like, Snoopy said that the reason why he stopped talking to you is because of your age difference. Because he's 21 and, well, at the time he was 22 and I was 19 when he actually stopped talking to me. He was like, because, you know, the age difference and there's things that he wants to do in life and you can't do them yet. He wants you to experience life. He doesn't want you to be stuck being with him, and there could be other people out here that you like. When he told me that, I was like, wow, that's crazy. He couldn't even tell me that to my face. Not even to my face. You couldn't text me that when I was texting you and stuff. Like, you couldn't say shit. Nothing. So I left it alone. I did cry for a whole year. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was depressed for a whole year because I really, really, really liked him. And I was really hurt because it was like, I didn't even want nothing from you. You kept coming at me. And then you break my heart. What? So anyway, after that, I ended up forgetting about him. He ends up hitting me up like on Messenger or whatever. And he's like, hey, I'm in town. Can I see you? Boy, bye. He would hit me up in the middle of the night. At like between 2 and 3 in the morning and be like, hey, I'm in town, can I see you? We already know what those hours are. And my dumb ass gave it to him every time. Dumb. Every time. Dumb. Every time. So anyway, it got to the point where I ended up getting in a relationship with Marlon. And then ended up getting pregnant and all that stuff like that. So I just cut off ties with Snoopy or whatever. And I left it at that because now I don't have no feelings for him. You know, I'm on to a new guy. That's what it is. So that's what it was. I left it right in the past where it was. I don't even know if I'm going to cut this into 2 parts. I think I'm just going to go ahead and make this all one big story time. Ended up meeting a girl named Smile, which I told y'all about her in a previous story time. I don't remember which one it was. And Smile was dating my cousin Ski. So me and her became cool. So one night, me, Smile, Angry, and my 2 sisters, Bubbles and Tez, we were all hanging out at my house. At this time, me and Marlon had broke up for something. I do not know what it is. We broke up every week. So we had broke up or whatever. And I ended up getting an inbox from Snoopy. And I was like, we're in 2022, I believe it was. What do you want? So he had messaged me like, hey, I'm in town. I didn't respond because I don't respond. So could we hang out or some shit, or am I talking to anybody because you want to hang out or some shit like that or whatever? I didn't respond. So once me and my homegirls got together, Smile ended up saying, he ended up inboxing me again. So I just slid it in the middle of our circle because we were playing a drinking game in the floor. I ended up sliding my phone in the middle of the circle and I was like, look at this shit. Like, nigga is really pressed. So Smiles looked at my phone and she's like, you know him too? I was like, yeah. She was like, I used to mess with him back in like 2013. What? You used to do what? Back in 2000, I was talking to him in 2013. She was like, wow, that's crazy. We had sex and everything. What? I said, so you're telling me that I'm sitting with a bitch that fucked with my nigga when I was fucking with him? And I'm just now finding out about it all these years later? She was like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy how things happen like that. Yeah, it is. It is. Because never in my life would I have thought I would be sitting in a room hanging with somebody that fucked with a nigga when I was fucking. Because if I knew that, I would have beat your ass back then. Y'all, I sure would have whooped your ass back then. Because why are you fucking with my nigga? But whole time, he not even worth it. That's exactly what you are, trash bag. Yep. So it was like, I was like, look, she was like, well, we should set him up. Look, another time we can get that done. I'm not doing that today. But yeah, but he sent her the same message that he sent me that day. It was like, hey, I'm in town. Are you talking to anybody? I want to hang out with you. This, that, and the third. He sent the same message to both of us that day. And not knowing that me and her were cool. Not knowing, because when me and him was dating, I only was fucking with my friend Angry. She was the only friend that I had. He didn't know that I had other friends. Now I'm hanging with Smiles too. And then now I'm finding out that you was fucking with Smiles and you was fucking with me. You're weird. You're weird. And then you still trying to keep the same trends going by inboxing me and inboxing her at the same time. You're weird. You are weird. I'm so glad that I don't talk to him anymore. And now he looks like a walking bag of rocks. I'm not lying. He does. He looks real bad. And honestly, he looks like something from back in the Bible days, like them Jerusalem days. That's how he looks now, because he got all of this. It's just, he don't look the same. He just don't. He don't look the same. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Neither one of us fuck with him anymore, and that's great. We're still friends or whatever, but him, he is an old situation. We just not even revisiting that no more. But y'all, that's the end of this story time. I was going to make it a part 2, but it was no point. I realized that part was short. So I'm just going to add it on into this one. But this is the story time about the time that Snoopy ghosted me. And then I ended up finding out that he was fucking with he was cheating on me. Anyway. Ridiculous. But that's the end of the story time, y'all. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.